Today I'm doing something that I know very little about, which is kind of not that surprising, because I know very little about a lot of things. These are rechargeable batteries, and they will not seem to hold a charge any longer. This is a newer rechargeable battery. I use these in my camera. And then this is not a chargeable battery, but a regular battery that has a little fire in it. And someone told me that you could take a welder and put the ground on one end and put the welding tip on the other and touch that, and that would break loose all the calcification inside here and make this where you could charge them again. What I've been told, and I got this off YouTube, is that that's why they get to where they won't hold a charge anymore, because they get filled up with calcification or something. I don't know. That's, like I said, I don't know what I'm talking about. What I have over here is an ohm meter, and every time I say that I want to go ohm, but no, I'm going to resist the urge. And so what I've been doing is checking these batteries, and this is a battery that won't hold a charge anymore. And you can see it goes up to, depending on which row of numbers you read, I would say just above the 200 mark on the AC/DC line, whatever that means. But it gives me a point of reference. This is my rechargeable battery that works pretty well, and it goes a little further up above that line. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it goes like, you know, 3 or 4 notches above that. And then this is the not chargeable battery, but one that has a little fire in it, and it goes, if I can hold everything where everything is touching. Dang, hard to do this with your fingers. Well, it goes about the same. Well, I thought while ago, oh yeah, see, now I'm getting a good ground there. It's going a little further, so it shows a little more fire. So what I'm going to do is take these out in the garage. I'm going to take these little green batteries out in the garage, and I'm going to try zapping them with a welder. We're going to see what happens. So I was going to make up this really cool contraption. I visualized putting these batteries in a little box and having nails welded to something, and having where I could hook the ground to one side and zap the other side and do a boatload of these at a time. But you know, in reality, that never got anywhere. So what I did instead is I just hooked my ground to my vise, and I set my battery on here, and I touched it with the welder. I had 2 batteries that wouldn't spark, which I wonder if it means that they're just like really dead, really gone, because I couldn't even get them to spark, which means the ground, there's no connection between the top of the battery and the bottom of the battery. But I got a pocket full of them here that did. You can see a little welder burn on there. I actually switched over from my MIG welder to my stick welder just there at the end, just to try to see if I could get these to work, and they still didn't work. But I was able to do this with the stick welder as well. So we'll go in the house, we'll put them on the little gauge Makuki and see what they look like from there, and maybe put a charge on them, stick them in the camera, and see if they work better. Okay, here we are again, and I've got this battery, which is the one that was in the camera that was still a workable rechargeable. Before, when I put it on here, it went about 3 zigs past the 200 mark here. I haven't recharged it, but when I touch this to it now, you can see it goes way, way, way farther than even the hot battery was going a while ago. So I would say that made a difference to that battery right there. These other batteries were dead rechargeables, and you know, they're going up to above the 200 now. I think maybe after I recharge these, and that one's just off the charge right there. So maybe after I recharge these, they might be better too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all my batteries, all my rechargeables out. I'm going to take them out and stick them in the, take my welder and do a little burn on the tip of them. These that wouldn't spark, I'm going to throw them away because I think they're shot. So that said, I'll do that and then we'll charge them and then we'll see how that works.